Hey guys, welcome to Michelle's Opinions. Give me a few minutes while I pull up the chat. I'm doing a very late night one, so I'm actually thinking that people will watch this later. I came across this information from Joanna last night, and I think it is very interesting information. So I will screen share the articles that she shared with me. And also, all the source information is down in the description box, along with her original video that I caught live on my very odd sleeping schedule. We'll get into that in just a second. Let me see what's going on here. Put you guys up live. But there are some late nighters. Hey guys, how are you doing? As you can see in my background, this is going to be an interesting conversation that we're going to have. And when I go back to Google Hangouts and do screen sharing, I won't be able to see the chat. So I make sure that I've got my tablet going so maybe I can see at least the chat when we're doing that. Okay, the last time we were live, we were talking about love bombing, and we were talking about the morphogenetic fields that are around everything, around you, around just about, it's about everything. Everything has a morphogenetic field around it, and how we interact with each other and we blend our morphogenetic fields with each other. And when you have your heart broke open and you can feel empathy and you can feel other people's energies, that's what's going on. As you're blending your morphogenetic field with theirs, you're feeling what's going on within them. So the goal is we get our own house in order first, so when we come into contact with other people, we can raise them up with the unconditional love and make them feel better about themselves. And as she was reading these things last night on her live stream, it's like, wow, this kind of goes along with what I was talking about with, some of the signs of gifted people and why they're attracted to certain people. And, because they're feeling your morphogenetic field and they're comfortable with you, therefore they share with you. And it's just absolutely amazing when these things happen. Let me say hi to everybody who is actually in here. We've got Rainbow Phoenix, hello. Meditation Man, and Joanna, yes. It says 8, but that's okay. Just 3 of you are talking, or did I miss somebody? No, okay. You have the rainbow in the title of your video. I'm going to be here. That's how I live. I know exactly. Paula season colors. No, Joanna season colors. Yeah. Wait, do I have it backwards? For some reason, you two ladies put off the same signature. It's beautiful, but yeah, you guys all tangled up. We're all tangled up into one morphogenetic field, anyways. Okay, let me go back to Google Hangouts and let's pull up this other one. This and then. Okay. Now let's get into, as the title is, 7 signs or traits, okay, because it wouldn't take the whole title, that you're gifted. It's the seven signs that you're gifted, or 7 traits that you're a crystal child. And the 13 is based on that you could be raising a rainbow child and things to look for in that. So Like I said, all of the source documents are listed below. And with anything that I put out there, use discernment. Take it to prayer, meditation, take it to being connected to source yourself, and then find the answers from within. Okay, start screen sharing. Okay, this is from the website The Hearty Soul. And 7 strange signs that you are spiritually gifted and don't know it yet. Everyone has a gift that makes them special. Some people's talents are easy to spot, while others can be a bit more complex. Because spiritual gifts aren't necessarily a hot topic, they can make a person feel uneasy. Yeah. And depending on how you look at it, having spiritual gifts of your own can either be a blessing or a curse. Being spiritually gifted means that you are more spiritually sensitive than other people. It can affect how you feel and influence others. So we've put together a list of 7 common yet subtle signs that can help you determine whether or not you could be spiritually gifted. Okay. The things that only affect spiritually gifted people. Number 1, the lunar cycle affects you. The moon reaches its peak during the new moon and the full moon. This is when the moon is at its strongest, and those who are spiritually gifted will have trouble sleeping because of it. It can also cause them to feel restless. Number 2, have trouble sleeping between 3 to 4 in the morning. I'm giggling because that's when I woke up last night. And I feel like, I feel great. I've been getting a lot of sleep, a lot of rest. And usually I'll wake up and I'll feel groggy if I slept too long. But I ended up laying down last night and then waking up about that time. And that's when I caught Joanna talking. She was live, and I caught her show. She does it very, very early in the morning for me. So I was able to listen to her talk about this information here. Okay. This time of night is known as the witching hour. Ouch. Because it's believed that during this time, magical activity is at its strongest. If you find yourself waking up or having difficulty sleeping between these hours, it can be a sign that you're spiritually gifted. During this time, it might help to calm your mind and tame your powers through prayer or meditation. Highly recommend that. Yes. Okay. Number 3. This one really interested me when she talked about that. I seem to have these amazing animals gravitating towards me all the time. There was one dog that showed up in my backyard. I don't know how he got in. I'm totally fenced in. I have dogs of my own. And he was big, and he looked like one of those like snow dogs that you see in Alaska. He had those beautiful crystal blue eyes and that white fur with that hint of gray. He was a big boy, but he was not afraid of me, and I was not afraid of him. But we get a lot of them that just show up over here, and they'll walk right into my garage without any fear and just want to say hi. It's amazing. Okay, so animals gravitate towards you. It's number 3. Animals have a very strong and heightened senses, allowing them to smell emotion like anger or kindness. They can sense auras, which draw them to people who are spiritually gifted because they possess an energy that makes animals feel safe and protected. Isn't that a wonderful thing that, animals can trust you and they know They're so blessed, and they are such pure love. That's not in the article. I'm just adding that. Okay. Number 4, your emotions affect your physical surroundings. Now, this is not in the article, but we've been talking about how we affect our electronics. When you get frustrated, or super excited, or when you feel that outpouring of love, it feels like somebody's just pouring love into my heart. I can blow out my electronics. So, this strange stuff happens to us, guys. And I've noticed that in many of us. We're all going through this together. Okay, number 4, back to what I was saying with the article. With spiritual gifts come the challenges of controlling your emotions. Their emotions are usually more intense than the average person and are strong enough to affect. Remember, I did that video on affect versus effect, okay? Affect objects in the physical world. Some people believe emotions have the power to cause plants to either die or flourish, electronics to break, or dogs to bark for no reason. Interesting. Okay, number 5. You attract odd people. Okay. It's not uncommon for spiritually gifted people to attract strangers who need help healing physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. They may also be attracted to others who seem odd to the general society. The truth is that these people aren't insane, they are enlightened, but unable to make sense of it yet. Their subconscious will lead them to people who are spiritually gifted to help them with problems they may not understand. Interesting. That's what I would call divine appointments. Very interesting. Now you guys see why I thought when she was talking about it, it was so engaging. Okay, number 6. You can sense changes in the weather before they happen. Gifted people have the ability to sense when a storm is coming. Even if the sun is out, they can tell if it is going to rain. This is believed to become. Sorry, guys. I think I need to clean my glasses. This is believed to be because of their gifts are connected with nature, and this strong, grounded connection allows them to sense the change. And I've talked to several people through interviews that they say they are able to affect the weather. So, I really think it's a give-take kind of a thing. I think that, as it was talking about emotions can do, so I think that there's more things that can be applicable in this nature. Not only can they sense weather, but they can actually help with the weather in certain circumstances once we learn who and what we are. Okay, number 7. Pull up the chat. Let's see if I can even read it on that tiny thing. So tiny. Okay. Okay, number 7. You can sense negativity from other people. Yes. Whenever a gifted person enters a room, they are a walking radar of energy. They can detect even the slightest amount of negativity in a room. This ability allows them to tell when something bad is going to happen or what people think when they look at them. It can be exhausting, but grants the power to decide how to act to help those around them. Oh, yeah. Can you guys see why I was so floored when she was talking about this? And it was like, what? Because I'm learning myself how to, make decisions based on the energies that would be in the best interests for everybody, including myself, and and how it will impact or affect other people. Okay, are you spiritually gifted? Um, and on that, you guys know how I feel. I feel that everybody is. We all have six senses. So it's just a time of coming into that awareness. Okay, if you found yourself resonating with any of the points above, you very well could be being spiritually gifted, especially if you're not fully acquainted with what they are, can be challenging. But the more you begin to embrace them, the fuller your life will start to become. I agree with that. Okay, I'm going to look at the chat, see if you guys have any questions on that one before I go on to the 7 traits of crystal. What's up, Jams? Oh, I'll do a little channel maintenance while I'm in between articles. Michelle Wolf will be on Monday. Haven't quite settled up on a time with Jim Jams yet, but we'll get together on that. And we're going to be doing open format tomorrow, so look for that. A cowboy. Yes, yeah, it does take a while, doesn't it? It really does. Okay, let's go on to the next article. And this one is 7 traits of crystal children. You're going to hear a flick sound. Don't mind me. I know you can't see me, but you'll be able to hear it. Anybody guess what that was? Okay, 7 traits of crystal children. Crystal children. It's a pretty common belief today that kids learn more in a shorter amount of time. And why not? They have the world's knowledge available to them at the tap of a screen. Yeah, computer. My kids used to come home from school with homework, and I wondered if they were smarter than I am at their age, or I was at their age. Okay. Of course, we do not want to confuse the crystal children with indigo children who are older, or rainbow children who are younger. The labeling of crystal children originates with the indigo discovery by Nancy Ann Tuppy. Okay, 7 traits of crystal children. Here are 10 of the main descriptors of crystals. These traits may help you identify the special gifts of a crystal child or adult in your life. Okay, number 1 is, how do we say that? Opalescent aura. How about that? Crystal kids are named for the general look of their auras, which has a gorgeous hue due to the high vibrational state, in brackets energetic frequency. The auras of an indigo are indigo blue, indicating high institution and clairvoyance. Rainbow children have a rainbow-like aura, radiating health, balance, and connection with divinity. Beautiful. You have to excuse my dog. He gets upset. He likes to sit in here with me, and I've got him outside. Okay, number 2. Wise beyond their years. Hang on. Baxter, shh. Okay, wise beyond their years. All of the various groups of kids, in brackets, indigos, rainbows, etc., end bracket, can be described as old souls. Crystals are old souls as well. They are quick to forgive, delightful to be around, and for the most part, even tempered. In their early years, they are easy to connect and bond with. Excuse me. And maybe like no child you've ever met before. These children are affectionate and have come to bring peace to the planet. You will notice their abilities to do this in their everyday interactions, even at early ages, such as when they offer comfort to other children. Wow. Number 3, sensitive. Crystals are sensitive to many different things: sound, colors, the emotions of others, and more. They are empathic to the point of taking on the emotions of others, even to their detriment. With their heightened sense of injustice, they are prone to depression and anxiety. Crystal children yearn to create balance and peace where there is none. Very interesting. So I'm going to check on the chat. Are you guys enjoying this? My tablet is a little slow, so okay. Number 4, nonverbal. Crystals are very intuitive children. They often know what others are thinking and feeling. They can communicate in telepathic ways that parents may worry about. For example, speaking later than age 2. Sometimes they are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorders. Crystal children are often musical and they can sing before speaking. They are able to see beyond the surface and sense people on a true soul level. Wow. They also carry a peaceful presence and can affect others in healing, positive way. Number 5, connect to nature and animals. Many crystal children, such as my own daughter, choose to be vegetarian or vegans or vegetarians. This is due to the true love for nature and animals. They are fearless and adventurous in the outdoors and restless when stuck inside. They are not as drawn to technology and video games as much as other children. They prefer pretending outside with their own imaginations. Crystals are wonderful and loving pet owners, excuse me, who easily bond with their animals. Number 6, need alone time. We don't usually think of children as needing alone time, but these guys do. They can experience overwhelm due to the sensitivity, so it is necessary for them to rest and restore, much like most adults. It is great if they have a room of their own so they can retreat to playing or reading until they rejuvenate enough to interact again. Okay, wow. Number 7, crystal children have a special sparkle in their eyes, drawing people in. They can also be vulnerable to bullying due to other people's jealousy. Ooh. But will often feel empathy for the bully. Once a crystal child has touched your life, you will love soaking in their affection and unconditional love. More and more of these brilliant, loving children are being born. I think it's a positive sign of our human evolution as they raise the vibration of the earth with their loving kindness. We can do a lot to impact positive change when we honor the needs of crystal children. Their wisdom and peaceful healings is available to ourselves, for all beings, for all the planet. Okay, I'm going to take a break on screen sharing and see what's going on in the chat. How are you guys doing? Yeah, it's Cowboy describing both your boys. You're tripping. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking when she was reading this last night. Is it's like describing my own children, and then the gifting that is going on and being like woke up within each and every single one of us. And like I said, when this happened, I was searching and I couldn't find people that I could resonate with. It was very difficult, and that's why a lot of us are coming forward and putting our voices out there to let people know it's okay. And Joanna says many crystals are growing up today and influencing this world to be good. Yes, I agree. I totally agree. So am I a rainbow child, right? LOL. But it said the rainbow children are the young ones. And I'm going to read that one in just a second and just taking a little break to say hi to you guys. We got Cowboy, and I thought I saw Jim Jams in here. Yeah, there he is. We're all a little crazy. Of course. I get all my positive energy from Michele. Huh? Well, it can't be me because you're not spelling my name right. So, Hello, little girl. What's your name? Jimmy, what are you doing? What are you doing? You just cracked me up, man. He's probably not even here anymore. He probably bounced, but, at least he comes and love bombs the stream every now and again. I really didn't expect to have anybody on this late. Rainbow Phoenix, I would have to say, although that they put these categories in, it seems like we're all merging up into a oneness. So I just found that it was very, very interesting. The information, don't worry about the label. If you're resonating with, the gifted and you're aware of those gifts, and then, and you resonate with some of the crystal, and I'm going to read the rainbow children, and it actually says 13 signs that you may be raising a rainbow child. So, from what I understand from Joanne, she's saying that rainbow children have never had an incarnation here. They're completely new. Never had any lives before this one. Now, I know I've had a life before this one. I just don't think it was here. And I do some dreams, which some people call those, they go through those reconnection or QHHT sessions or the Beyond Quantum Healing sessions, and they go through past life regressions and stuff. But some of us are doing that in dream state, lucid dream state, astro jumping, because when you're going astro, when I leave my body, I go to a place that's outside of time. So the time concept that we have here it's not there, because I've seen things that didn't happen until 2 years later. Then I also have seen things that happen like the next day or within the next week. And then I've also seen things that are from the past. So like not even wearing the same kind of clothing that we wear today. It's just a really interesting place to go to. It's a place where there is no place and where there is no time, but we can bounce in and take part, either as an observer or actually participate in these different areas when we're, having these out-of-body experiences. Okay, let's go back to screen sharing, and I will read that one for you guys. Excuse me. Okay, last one is rainbow. Rainbow children, 13 signs you're the parent of a rainbow child. Okay. What are rainbow children? Rainbow kids are the last in the group of star children. These children have come to Earth to help humanity ascend. Big job. Yep, you could say that. Okay. Most of the rainbows were born around the year 2000 or later and follow the indigo children and the crystal children, both of whom came to Earth before the rainbows to set the stage for the magic that the rainbow children will put into place. What's interesting about this is I see a parable going on with the Dolores Cannon teachings with these three stages. And just like in scriptures, biblical books, and things like that, I see similarities in each of the different holy books. But when you start, and all of them can get you through. It's just you've got to, rightly divide the word, and you've got to see it with the new eyes and have that connection going on with you so you can really understand what's going on. They're all very beautiful stories, but I can see the symbolism, or I'm sorry, not symbolism. I can see the similarities where she talked about it. First wave, second wave, third wave of beings coming in here to do their job. But one of the things that she said was that all three of those waves they volunteered to come here from wherever they were at. They volunteered, and that the first wave had the hardest job because they had to be like the pathfinders. They had to be the way showers. A lot of them had children of their own, and life was really not very easy on them. It came in at a very dark time on the planet and had to start spreading light in the meantime while raising children, working jobs, the second wave came in, and it was a little easier on them, and a lot of times they don't have children. Sometimes they don't even marry, and then they spread their light. And then the third wave, and I see the similarities there. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with any of her lectures, but they're really interesting. Okay, and I'm just wanted to bring that up because I see the parallels here. Okay, what are star children, and why should we care? Okay, star children are humans who have come to Earth with a very special mission: to build the foundation for a new society, one in which compassion and harmony are the new normal way of life. I know it sounds dreamy, but why is it important? Many spiritually aware people believe that in order for the human race to continue to exist and thrive, we must raise the vibration of the planet. I like to think of our vibration as our energetic health. The higher your energetic vibration is, the more in touch you are with your intuition, also known as higher self or soul. The easier it is to make decisions, the easier it is to be loving and forgiving. The more peaceful you are, the more joyful you will be. Okay, there are three types of star children, and they are the indigo children. These folks came to Earth first to begin the transition to begin the transition from our outdated, in bracket, and let's face it, somewhat violent, in bracket, way of thinking. Okay, 14 signs you're an indigo child. The crystal children. Well, am I supposed to click into the link maybe? I don't know. I'm just going to read it on down. Okay, the crystal children are the humans incarnated next to start building the foundation, excuse me, of a new society in which we will eventually all live in peace and goodwill. 7 signs you're a crystal child. Rainbow children. This is the new generation of star children, and these guys and gals will pick up where the crystal children left off. They will help us remember our higher selves and connect with the spirit realm where unconditional love resides. Once we're aligned with our true, authentic selves as a society, we can enjoy coexisting with other humans and life forms on the planet. Okay. How are rainbow children different from other star children? Rainbow children are unique in that they have never lived on the planet before now. This is pretty much unheard of in this day and age where we've all had tons of past lives. Even the star children, indigos and crystals, have lived previously. Because of this, the rainbows are wise, compassionate souls who have no karma to work out and can be fully devoted to serving mankind. And make no mistake, it doesn't mean that your child has to do some fancy thing. Typically, just their presence, their energy, known as their vibration, and compassionate nature that affects mankind in a very profound and positive way. They are like little beacons or magnets of positivity. Have you ever noticed your child doesn't care about stuff? Since rainbow kids intuitively know that they are here to help humanity, they don't care much about stuff. They're happy to give away all their possessions to make others happy. See if you recognize these other 13 signs. Okay, here we go. 13 signs your child is one of the rainbow children. Number 1, very forgiving of others. Rainbow children don't hold on to anger or negative emotion because they understand that we are all interrelated, excuse me, and that we are here to have a human experience. They quickly forgive any trespass and move on. Excuse me, I'm going to need to get a drink. And move on to their purpose. Oh, that's better. Number 2, strong-willed. They are typically considered to be stubborn or hard-headed, because what people mistake for stubbornness is really a total focus and determination to fulfill their purpose. They will not be distracted from their course because they know what they're here to do is vital. Number 3, telepathic. Rainbow children can send and receive messages through thought effortlessly. In fact, many of them don't begin speaking until they are 2 or 3 years old, simply because they don't need to. Eventually, they realize that not all humans have the same abilities and begin speaking in order to be heard. Number 4, has high energy. This is bouncing off the walls energy, necessarily in bracket, such as crystal children often have in bracket. This is more consistent energy that doesn't flag throughout the day. Rainbow children don't need much sleep. They seem to have a constant supply of energy. Reminds me of someone I just interviewed not too long ago who has not needed any sleep or very little and does very well. Okay, number 5, but he's older. But okay, number 5 has large, soulful eyes. You've seen the same Mine eyes are drawn right. Yeah, like on those precious moment dolls and stuff with those big eyes, those big doughy eyes. Okay. Now imagine that on a human, and you've got the eyes of a rainbow child. When they look deeply, you can see that they know, you know, they are in total alignment with spirit and are all about their purpose here. Number 6, your family is peaceful. Since these children have no karma to work out, they are born into harmonious, fully functioning families. Your home is less drama than others, which allows your rainbow to fully focus on their task unhindered. By the way, if you're the parent of a rainbow, it is very possible that you may be a crystal child. Number 7, highly intuitive, psychic. It stands to reason that since rainbow children are in total alignment with spirit, they are intuitive and psychic like you've never seen before. It's simply amazing to encounter. Here's a great article about, okay, I'll skip that. All right, number 8, can instant manifest. A highly evolved and high vibrational being, they can easily manifest anything they need instantly. This fact helps them continue their work here with little wasted time. It's like they have a straight communication line to spirit because, well, they do. Number 9, were born around 2000. Most experts believe the rainbow children began incarnating around the year 2000 and after. There were some born after that, but not many. Number 10 is fearless. Holy moly mama. Because they have a crystal clear understanding of who they are and why they are here. They have little fear of anyone or anything. The rainbow kids know that they are protected and can trust spirit to make sure their mission is accomplished. Number 11, they love helping others. They have very few needs and only wish to bring joy and peace to others. They cheerfully give without expecting to receive anything in return. Number 12, recover quickly from negative emotions. When strong negative emotions do arise in an environment, they are able to swiftly resolve these into positive ones. They don't hold grudges and they aren't combative. They never attempt to divide people. They only try to build peaceful, happy bonds. And number 13, excuse me, have balanced male and female energy. This fact has everything to do with their alignment to spirit in human form. We typically carry more male or female energy, but rainbow children have perfectly balanced male female energy. How many of these signs gave you goosebumps? If you're a parent of a rainbow child, enjoy it. It's a good thing. Okay, stop screen sharing and let's go back to the chat. See if are you guys still there? Did I put anybody to sleep? So, what'd you think? Oh, 1968 was a leap year? I didn't know that. So, where do you guys think you fall in that? What I see, throughout as I was reading it is there can be pieces in each and every single one of them within each and every one of us. Whether or not it's because the rainbow children are here putting us back into balance, I can't answer that. But I do feel that we are becoming, as I say, the left half of the brain is coming down as the right half is coming up, and we're coming into balance. And it's an absolutely amazing time to be alive. It's just beautiful. You're not a mutt. Stop. I get it. Okay, all three. I gotcha. I gotcha. You met a rainbow? Wow. That's nice. That's why I put this image up behind me with the, all the colors, because in truth, guys, as our different emotions and what's going on, we do radiate different colors in our aura, based from the chakra. The rainbow from within radiates out and around us, and absolutely beautiful just to watch it. And, is it rainbow children that are causing people to remember what they forgot, and to bring to the surface who and what we are, and that we're sixth sense beings instead of just 5 sense beings? The sixth sense actually enhances the 5 senses, but it's not. But it's so much more. I mean, there's so much more with the sixth sense. Just like lucid dreaming, astral projecting, remote viewing, psychic abilities, feeling the energies, being able to learn how to properly pray for somebody, feeling the intentions behind things going on. It's just an amazing time to be alive. All of these wonderful things going on, all simultaneously within so many people. It's off the charts, guys. It's off the charts. You were drawn to her like a magnet. Wow. And yes, Rainbow Phoenix, yeah, you probably are a mutt. Because it just seems like, yeah, and I don't think a rainbow child would mind that they're spreading their energy out to the point that other people are popping into their rainbowness. Sounds like that's what their mission is to raise the vibration here. Reminds me of what Dolores Cannon taught on. And once we're connected with spirit, we're no longer in need of a teacher. I love to look for synchronicities, going on within each and every one of us. And, it is a learning curve, because, like I said, when that empathy broke out, I felt everyone and everything around me until I learned how to set the boundaries up and then link up with who I need to. I can still sense when I have to make a decision, and things like that. And sometimes that's an uncomfortable energy until I make that decision that I'm really not wanting to make. And then it goes away. Is it possible to remote view your husband's dreams? Well, I know that I freaked my husband out with that once, but it wasn't his dreams. We were just messing around, and I said, I want to see if I can see through your eyes. And I was actually asking him to visualize something and think of something. Well, then I described what he was looking at, and he's like, that's not what I was thinking. And then he turned around his tablet, and on Facebook, I described exactly what was on the Facebook page that he was looking at. It's pretty trippy. Kind of scared him. Kind of scared me too. So I don't know. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can join up with friends in our dream state. Absolutely. That I agree with. Oh, so you did join up with your husband in a dream and he didn't know you were. Gotcha. Wow. Pretty cool. Well, I hope that this was beneficial and it helps people that watch it later to understand, what could possibly be going on with us, to acknowledge what is going on within each and every one of us, and that, we can grow together in this understanding, and also learn about how our morphogenetic fields are intertangled with one another, and how we're able to change things once we get our house in order, and we are able to hold that position. Then we're able to then, just as a rainbow child holds their position, we will hold our position and then affect other people around us. So, yeah, I'm going to close it up, girls. And thank you so much for joining me. I really didn't think anybody would be up this late. And for everybody who watches it later, leave comments down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification, and you got to select one, even then it still takes about 15 minutes to be notified. So I try to put up the reminders about 2 hours in advance. So if you're checking your subscriptions, then you will see it and you'll know what time, I come on. And I really do try to keep my appointments. When I say I'm coming on live, I come on live at that time. And I wish for y'all to have a good night. I slept so much, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to sleep. Maybe Joanne will go live next, and then we could just float in her stream. But if not, everybody have a pleasant evening. I love you all so very, very much. My divine family. I love you guys more than you even know. Have a good night. Peace.